Hi guys, it's me Jess here and welcome back to my channels. In today's video, I'm going to share with you another idea to play around with your leftover fabric. It's the patchwork dress. This dress have a bow tie shoulder strap design with the garter fabric at two sides from the front to the back. So it's quite a cute dress. The top of the dress actually is connected directly to the bottom of the dress by the center part. That's why using two different types of fabric will make it really outstanding and make the dress look really cool. So I hope you will like it and try it out. And let's get started. From one end of the first straight line, I marked up 12 centimeters, which is a half of end of the sleeve line to create the side line of the dress. From the top of the side line, I marked down 10 centimeters on the side line. From one end of the third straight line, I marked up 5 centimeters, which is the half of the center part of the thread that I want. Then connect this mark to the one on the side line that I just made before that. Based on it, I draw a slightly curved line to finish the under bust line of the top bodice. Make the curve bigger when it comes to the center part, as the top part will connect to the bottom part of the dress by the center part. From the first straight line, I draw a new straight line 80 centimeters away from it. It's the length from above my breast to above my knee. It's also the length of the dress that I want. From one end of this line, I mark up 10 centimeters, which is the half width of the center part at the end of the dress. Then connect this mark to the one on the third straight line. Add in 1 centimeter for seam allowance before cutting. And here's the top part and the center part portion of the dress. You will need to cut it in faux fabric. Now let's start making this dress. I used 2 meters of cotton fabric for this DIY. 1 meter for each choice of Now I'm adding the shoulder strap to the top of the baddest part that I made before. Make sure the shoulder strap will be in the middle between the main part and the lining part of the dress, and sewing to connect them on together. Line of the main part and the lining part together by overlocking. Moving to the bottom part, I cut a big rectangle with 56 centimeters. I finished this DIY. Here's my final result. This is such a super cute dress. I think you can use this method to make this dress for your baby girls. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and try it out. See you next week.